Hello and welcome to another video from DigiOz Multimedia. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a file upload for either a single or multiple file upload using ASP.NET MVC4. To begin, I've created a simple, basic ASP.NET MVC4 project called a File Upload Test 1, which has a single home controller with a single action inside of it called index and the view that's associated with it. I have also created a class called picture with a single property called, well, let's call this file in the beginning. Just so that it represents it. We're just going to do a single file first, and then I'm going to show the multiple files. So for a single file, this is going to be sufficient. And so all we have to do now is create a form for the file upload, which I have already done so. And I'm just going to copy and paste it in and explain. So here we've got a post. The form gets posted. It's a multi-part form data, which means it has actual data, a file associated with it, and an input type of type file. And I named the name of the input also file with a capital F, and a single submit button called upload, which uploads the file. So that really is all you need for the form. So now we need to create another controller action for posting, and I've also prepared a code snippet for that. So an HTTP post, and we call this again index, which takes the picture parameter in and checks if the picture has an actual content. If the content length is greater than 0, then it gets the file name and the path to the content images folder of our project, and it calls the save as method to save it. That's really all we need to do. So let's open up this folder location here, and that way we can observe as the file gets uploaded. So I'm gonna debug it. So here, if I hit the browse button, let's just say I select one picture. Now note that I cannot select more than one picture right now because we only enabled a single file upload. So, if I hold down the control key and click on another one, the first one gets selected and so forth and so on. So if I hit open and upload, the picture goes in the folder location, which is great. That's what we wanted. So now let's get rid of this guy here again. So the question is, how can we change this to be a multi-file upload? Well, let's start here. The first thing that I'm going to have to do is enumerable the HTTP posted file base, and let's call this files instead. And here on our form, we're going to have to update this to files also. And I'm going to add an attribute to this field called multiple. And all this means is it tells the form that the user can select more than one file when they're selecting for this field. So that's really all there's to it for that. And so of course we changed this now, so I'm going to have to change this to an for each loop now. So let's change this for each variable file in picture.files. So I'm going to loop through here now. Let's move this guy in here, and there we go. All right, so now I've got to obviously call this file, and this guy has to be file, and this also has to be file. But really, the rest of it stays the same. So all I'm doing here is I'm looping through all the files that have been selected here through the picture parameter. And for each file, I'm checking again the content and getting the file name for it and the path and saving it to this folder location that we had previously, which is right here. So um, let's debug this again. See if we can get this to work. Okay, so if I browse, now I can select the first one. If I hold down the control key and click again on another file, I can now select the second and a third file. And then it'll basically concatenate all the file names together. So you notice it surrounds them by double quotes. So then you can say open, and when you hit upload, it should upload all these files in here, which it does. Now, this is really all you have to do for multiple file upload. There is, however, another gotcha. If you select too many files, then you will get an error message because it will time out. So something else that you should do is to add a line to increase the runtime length, like so. So find the system web node and write this XML tag right here, HTTP runtime maximum request length, and then the length of the maximum request that you want to support. So once you do that, you're now able to select up to 2 gigs of files. So let's try again with more files. Oops, yeah. Hold on a second. Browse. Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5. Say we want to do 5 now, which traditionally it should time out. But now, since we've increased the maximum request length, it does not time out. So that's all I wanted to cover. Please subscribe, and I would love to hear any comments or suggestions that you have, either for this video or any future videos. Thanks for watching.